Hello.
Welcome to day 20. Hello everybody, we're on a little journey. We're going to go to the little craft house at Saltaire. So we are just in Roberts Park, which is amazing. Hang on, let me spin the camera. We were just stood down there to say hello. And now we're going to go over the canal. I'll flip the camera around and I'll come back and chat in a little bit. Oh, look at all the ducks. So now we're in Saltaire village. I couldn't really get near the canal. I'll try and get it on the way back. There's a school trip, so obviously, yeah, I didn't want to get any school children in it. So there's a lot of them, so I had to be really careful. But yeah, we're just in Saltaire village now. Just walking up. It's beautiful in Saltaire. And
You say good, but like
yeah, his legs are hurting.
standard, of course.
On the way back, we might call in at one of the sandwich shops and get a sandwich for lunch. Are you alright?
Yeah.
He's in a lot of pain. Right, I'll flip the camera around in a minute. had a sandwich. Did get a sandwich from Saltaire. It was lovely. I just wanted to show you what I got in the craft shop. These are made by a lady called Alice, and I just love them. So I don't know if you remember from last year, I bought a pink one of these, which I keep in the car. So I've got another one to go with it. You can get them with, my pink one has pins in the top because it's a pin cushion, but that's not what I use it for. So I went for this one. There's no pins in this one, and that's what I wanted. So I got this one, and oh, just love it. Look at this turtle. Oh, I just fell in love with it. So yeah, they're made by a lady called Alice. That's all I know. And I just think this was this not made for me? Oh, I just love it so much. Look at his little googly eyes. And look how neat that smile is. I can never do that, ever. It's just amazing. I don't know how she's done that so well. It's just, oh, so this is going to go in the car as well. So yeah, I do collect these ones. So every time I go to the craft shop, I will buy another hedgehog and possibly now another turtle and just fill the car with them. But yeah, I just love them. Absolutely love them. So I got them. So yeah, that's about it. I need to go put the washing out on the line. It's quite warm outside, so I need to go do that. I've got knit group. Well, we say knit group's at 2:30, but we all get there just after 2 anyway. So knit group in a couple of hours. Got the cleaning done this morning. Although looking at the floor, you really can't tell because the grass had been cut. You know what it's like when your grass has been cut. I don't know how, but it just constantly ends up on the living room floor. Not in the hallway, the living room floor. So I hoovered up before I went this morning. And I can see a clump of grass down there. Anyway, right. I'm going to go, have a coffee, get my washing on the line. I'll be back. Hello, everybody. I'm ending the vlog a little bit early because football's on. England are playing tonight. So I want to get the vlog ended early so I can watch the game with Danny. And it'll be up slightly later. I always have to watch the vlog through before I publish it on YouTube because sometimes when it goes through the rendering process, the music isn't in the correct place, and like last night I had to upload it twice because the music that I'd put on, it just hadn't started, so it was silent. So I've always got to watch it, so it's going to be like 7 o'clock before I watch it through, just to make sure it's okay. Danny's just poured himself a beer. There you go, look.
I am here.
He's here. He's watching the build-up. I have a coffee. So, first things first, it has to be said, I finished that book last night. I meant to say this morning, oh my word. If you like thriller books, if you don't like thriller books, I probably wouldn't read it. But if you're into that kind of genre, oh, it was such a genre. I don't say it like that because it's not how I speak. I say genre because I read it. I say it how I read it. But yeah, oh, it has got to be one of the best books I have ever read. I literally told Danny every step of the way what's happening. Oh, this is happening, Danny, they've done this. He knows everything that happened in that book, and I never do that, ever. But it was, I think, probably the best book I've ever read. I went on a roller coaster of emotions with that book. I finished it last night. When I took Danny to football, I had 30 pages or so left to read. Came back straight into my book, which was really funny because a particular spooky part of it, so the house, Danny's at football, Finn was on his Xbox, Josh was at work, the house was silent, and I was just reading my book, and I was at this really spooky bit, and there's just this tapping. I'm like, what is that tapping? Bert at the lounge window, he knocks on the window. Well, he does that with his paw to get your attention on the window. Really spooked me. But oh, honestly, one of the best books I have ever read. So much so that I've not been able to look at another book today because I'm still sort of coming down off that one. It was really good. Really, really good. So yeah, The Passenger by Will Dean. Although I have been told in America, in the United States, the book has a different title called, I think it's The Last One. It's in the comments on last night's video. Somebody has put it in the comments. It's got a different title, which I think is The Last One. But if you're unsure, it is in the comments from last night's video. But yeah. So I've been to Knit Group, had a great time at Knit Group. It was just, as always, fabulous to see the ladies. We all had a good old chin wag, put the world to rights, and just, yeah, it was just lovely. I always enjoy it so much. So I've done that, I've come home, brought the washing in, put some more washing out because it's absolutely baking outside. So I'll get my second load of washing dry. And then we are going to watch the England game. I've not picked up my joinery top today because we've been in and out all day long. We've been really busy all day, just not even doing particular jobs. We've just been in and out doing things. So I've barely sort of had 5 minutes to myself today. So I am going to sit tonight and just work on this crochet blanket, just because it's going to be the easiest thing to work on while I'm watching football. Why can't I put that through there? There we go. It's done it. I don't have to think about it. There we go. Do you know? No, I've done it wrong. Why can't I get that in there? That's it. Done it now. Just couldn't do that at all. I'll show you the blanket in a second. I'll just get this little corner of this done. I know a lot of you have seen it before, but if you're new, you might not have seen the crochet blanket. 2. There we go. So this is it, which is the right way. So I've not done a massive amount on it since the last time I've shown it, but yeah, this is it. It is basically just like the Battenberg by Sandra Paul. So if you're unfamiliar with the join as you go technique, I do recommend getting the Battenberg blanket by Sandra Paul. That's smaller squares, but you would learn the same technique, and that blanket is fabulous. So I've been doing this technique for years, so I kind of just, it's the Battenberg by Sandra Paul, goodness, what is it with me and words? Sandra Paul, who is Cherry Heart Crochet. Her join is much better. I think she does a white edge around your coloured squares, so you don't see this join bit like I've got, but I'm not bothered. But yeah, it's a join as you go. So all I'm basically doing is I do a white square. There are 8 rounds on this. If I show you this, so I'll do a white square to round 7, and then as I do round 8, I'll take one of my other squares and I'll join all squares together as I do round 8, so it ends up looking like, where am I? Oh yeah, so it'll end up looking like that. So my next one's going to be here. And that's all I do. A lot of these squares were advent squares that I did from my advent calendar last year. So I've only got a few left actually. I need to do some more squares. But I've got a basket of odds and ends over there which I need to use. So I shall do that. And that's all I'm doing. Oh, I've got yarn tails in there from Knit Group. They need to go in the bin. So that's all I'm working on tonight. Just going to sit and relax. Watch the football with Danny. Do some of my blanket, have a coffee, make some tea during half time, something very quick during half time that we can make. Yeah, and that's about it. Me and Finlay have got a little treat tonight. We've got a Doritos dip that we're going to share, that sour cream and chives one.
With?
Well, They didn't have any plain Doritos to have the dip with, so I bought plain
What are you
Pringles.
sharing with it?
Yeah, me and Finn are going to have it. Yeah. So that'll be nice. Yeah, and that is everything. So I hope you've all had a lovely day. I hope you enjoyed looking around the little craft house earlier. Like I said, I did put the website on the screen at the time. So if you want to go and look at the little craft house website, the website details are on the screen during that clip of the vlog. So if you just pause the video, you can write the website down. And yeah, so I hope you all have a lovely evening. We'll have a better chat tomorrow. I'm just very aware Daddy's sat there, he's wanting to put football on because it's the build up, and I'm like, okay, I won't be too long, I'll be quick.
No, I'm fine. I'm dealing with the dog.
Oh yeah, the dog's there as well. Right, have a lovely evening, everybody. I'll see you tomorrow for day. What day is it tomorrow?
20, 21.
I have no idea. I'll see you tomorrow, everybody.